you can have it. Specifically, there are two ways available. Good morning, everybody. So this is a nice Wednesday here in Bangalore. Nothing special going on. I had my workout in the early morning and then had some quick stroll. Just having a nice time, enjoying the holidays. Mm, Hope you're doing the same too. So this video is all about not this big tubs of whey protein or casein protein. It's about something that you can pick up in your grocery store and has been available for hundreds of years in our country. So what we're talking about is Sattoo. That's the name in which it's generally available. So this one you see is the Manna Sattoo. This one is Sattendra Sattoo. So if you're grabbing Sattoo from Calcutta or Bengal region, this is the brand that's popular. Bangalore and surrounding areas, this brand is popular, and there might be dozens of other brands. So I'm not promoting any brands in here as the overall product. So as you've seen in the thumbnail, I talked about cheap bodybuilding or healthy supplements available in your grocery store. That's exactly what I meant. So first of all, so that I can retain your interest in this video, let me first tell you, these things come with a good amount of protein, not 80% or 60% as the casein or the whey isolate stuffs come in, but it comes around 19 to 22% of protein. And the biggest point is that out of many veggie proteins which don't come with the whole essential amino acid chain, this one comes with the whole set of essential amino acids. So it's kind of useful, really useful. So it's 19 to 22% of protein per 100 grams. Obviously percentage. So you're going to get a good dosage of protein, but it also comes with a good amount of good fat and carbohydrate and potassium. So potassium is good. Potassium is good anyway. If you are somebody who's not looking for carbohydrates and stuff, maybe you don't want to go with them. But I don't think general people like us who are not into competitive sports can definitely go with these things. These are in my staple food kind of every day, and I use them with the whey protein and sometimes with the casein as well, because it's important that you do that in case you're not a regular person who wants to have these things as filler foods. That can be done. A lot of people take them as breakfast. But if you want somebody who wants to use these as bodybuilding supplements or muscle building supplements, then remember one thing: although Sattoo is something that comes with all the essential amino acids, the proportions are a bit skewed up. So it's got a huge amount of arginine but less amount of valine. Although BCA is available in here, those components kind of vary big time. So it's good that you supplement it or combine it with some protein supplement as well. So what happens is your overall consumption of your protein supplement reduces. Maybe your primary protein supplement reduces, and then you depend a good amount on these things. So now coming to the price, these things come at around $250 per kg. So these are 500 grams packs, and both of them are at around 125, 120 bucks, 130 bucks, that range. And that means a kilo comes at 250 bucks, whereas a kilo of these things would come nothing less than 1,500 bucks. Of course, you get some around 70 to 80% of protein, but remember that all of that protein is not absorbed by your body. It throws it away, so you're actually wasting a good amount of that protein, that expensive protein. But if you grab this thing, 22% is pretty easy for the body to consume, and at the same time, because all the EAAs are available, it's going to make use of those pretty well. Now, coming to the actual thing, what it is, in case it's not known to you, the big chance is that if you're from India, you know about these products. But if you still don't know, then these things are actually Bengal gram. You roast the gram and then or the dal, and then you make a powder out of it, and that becomes Sattoo. That's pretty much what it is. Some folks use, or some companies use barley or something with it as well and add some extra stuff. Just be aware of some of the brands. I didn't find it with either of these brands, but some of the brands add extra sugar to these products, which is not a necessary thing to do. If you want to have more taste, you can definitely go for sugar, but I would say not to do that. These things are pretty tasty. I mean, raw Sattoo, eaten the way it can be eaten, is much more tastier than raw protein, which tastes like milk powder without any sugary taste or anything at all. So that was the price and what it's made of and the amino acid profile that you have. I'm gonna put something on the screen if I can. Here, you gotta get the cue from there. I'm not putting any link of these things. These are available in grocery stores anyway. The other thing you have to remember that these are dependable stuffs. In most of the akaras across India, and in the old days where there was these supplements were not that big time in India, and the only way was to import them, and the cost was really high. Sattoo was the primary and the most important supplement for all bodybuilding folks and all old school Akara folks, or like the wrestlers in India. Starting from the great Gama to everyone in the modern days, they use this even today. And if you move around the area of Haryana, Punjab, you're going to see that this is used big time. So I say there's no question. You don't need my review for telling whether these are good or not. Nobody's review is required. These are proven things for hundreds of years, and people have been using it. I'm just saying that you can fall back on these things when you're, let's say, short this supply, or let's say you ran out of money to buy the costly proteins. You can definitely do these. Or even if you don't want to do that, you can grab these just as your regular one-time meal. So for example, you're cutting your fat, right, body fat. You want to have some really filling food. These are really filling, right? So you can like put them as your breakfast, or you can put them as your lunch, anywhere if you feel like, and you can also add with the actual proteins to supplement it well. Now, the way you can have it, specifically there are two ways available, the most common ways of having it. One is, of course, to make some sort of a drink out of it, like the protein shake you make. You can make a more gorgeous shake out of this. You add some bits and pieces of onion and chili and stuff to make a really cool drink. Taken a lot of time during summer season, cools you down. And that's one way. The other way, my favorite, because that's more handleable, I mean, I can handle it much better, is making a dough out of this powder. So what I do, I grab the scoop of this, because I don't have a scoop here. So I grab the scoop of either of these and grab one scoop of this and then one scoop of these. And then I add less water so that it doesn't make a really liquidish thing. I make less water so I get a dough. What good thing about the dough is that you can bite it. It's kind of a mud-like thing. You can bite it, you can carry it in your lunchbox or something when you're going to office, and it's much more manageable, right? And you just make a couple of doughs, go to office, and that's your lunch as well as tea time snack. So that's pretty much how you can have it. There's one other way to have this and not even know that you're having it, is to add it with the wheat of rotis. If you're making rotis, just add a bit of this in the roti. The roti's texture is going to change a bit. It might not be as fluffy, but it's going to be more beneficial to you. So that's what this video was about. I know it's nothing really fancy, and I'm not unboxing any super duper cool box of pre-workout or protein supplement or something, but I'm talking about some real life stuff that we can use, which are cheap and much more efficient than some of the costly ones, and does a great job for the regular folks keeping fit. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, leave a thumbs up. If you didn't like, leave a thumbs down at least, and leave your comments. I'd definitely like to know how you like my videos, what all videos you want me to do, and don't forget to subscribe, because if you subscribe, that encourages me beyond anything. So until next time, have an awesome life and watch your diet, folks. Ciao.